Hi guys, this is Aditya and welcome to Adi's classroom. Today we are going to be learning about an interesting topic, the beginning of farming and herding. And this time it's going to be in an interesting way. It's going to be in the form of a PowerPoint presentation which is presented by our very own AI voice assistant Joe. So without wasting much time, let's move on.
Good morning everyone. I am Joe and today we are going to see the beginning of farming and herding. Introduction. We eat food every day. Have you ever thought how did humans discover food or how did they survive without farming and herding? Which fruits and vegetables could we eat and which ones are poisonous? In ancient times, humans used to gather edible products from nature. Around 12,000 years ago, the world had started becoming warmer. This warmth led to increase in plants and overall greenery. So animals too started increasing, but humans were still gatherers. So let's see how they become farmers and herders. Farming and herding during the Stone Age. So, farming and herding started during the Stone Age itself. How did the early man learn farming? These are Stone Age people. Around 12,000 years ago, hunter-gatherers who had traveled to the area in search of food gathered wild grains. Wait, who are hunter-gatherers? Well, hunter-gatherers, people who hunt animals and gather edible products from nature. They lived 2 million years ago, which is in the Paleolithic age. Hunter-gatherers dug up the ground, scattered a few wild grains. They made an incredible discovery. They saw a sapling coming out of a seed and thus learned how to farm. Hunters-gatherers began to harvest the trial plant cultivation of crops like peas, lentils, and barley. These were the first 3 crops cultivated by them. They thought they could control their sources of food by growing plants or farming. So now we know how did farming begin. So now let's see how did herding begin. Herding developed about 10,000 years ago. Slowly, animals started coming to the places where humans grew crops. Of course, animals came to graze the crops. Prehistoric hunters domesticated wild animals. Prehistoric means a period that begins with the first appearance of human being. What is domesticated? Well, domestication process of protecting plants to grow food and taming animals. They have domesticated wild animals such as sheep and goats. Dingo morgal, as you can see in the picture, it's a ferocious animal. A wild ancestor of dog was the first animal to be tamed. Yes, Dingo morgal, the ferocious animal, is none other than our loving ancestors of our loving pet dog today at home. Hunters learned that by controlling animals, they could have reliable sources of meat, milk, hides for tents, and clothing. Hides are the animal skin used to make tents, as well as animal soul was also used for meat, milk, and clothing. conclusion. Remains of burnt grain and animal bones led to the conclusion that Stone Age man settled in different regions. This is the most important evidence for identifying number of crops that were grown. So, we can conclude farming and herding were widely practiced in the Stone Age and soon was spread all around. If anyone asks you when farming and herding was begun, then tell them it was begun in the Stone Age itself.